Call this meeting to order for the Buckfield Select Board, July 2nd, 2024 at 6:30 PM. Oh no, it's 6:32 PM. Do you have a quorum? Everybody's here tonight? Old business? None. I do feel remiss that I didn't congratulate Peter on his re-election bid in the last meeting. I forgot. That's quite all right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, sure. For another 3 years. Yeah. Uh, New business, the consent agenda.
I will make a motion that we approve the consent agenda. I will second that.
Any discussion? All those in favor, Bob, aye.
Cecilia, aye. Heather, aye.
Peter, aye.
Sandra, aye.
The total on that's $252,198.37. Town managers report.
Paving on Bear Pond Road was officially completed last week. The 2024-2025 paving projects on North Buckfield Road, Bears Hill are currently estimated to begin in September and be completed by October. I talked with Dennis Spencer and we may do the base coat in the fall and then do the surface coat in the spring. But I haven't got his response back yet, so keep it posted. Public Works is still currently short staffed due to Weldon and Matt's resignations. However, Preston and Chris have been doing a great job getting projects completed as safely as possible. We currently have a full-time driver labor position posted and have several applications. Preston will be working his way through those and we'll be conducting interviews shortly. The town office, like many others, was closed last Friday. We closed at 11 a.m. to close out the fiscal year. Apart from any outstanding invoices that will be processed in the weeks to come, the preliminary figures show that overall we came in under budget as a town by approximately $120,000. I didn't calculate the revenues. I know we're way over projected revenues. This week, the town office will be closed Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to allow myself and the other staff to take some time off. We'll reopen on Tuesday, July 9th and return to our normal operating hours. During this time, if residents want to register their vehicles, they can either visit Hartford or Sumner, or for those seeking to re-register their vehicles, they can utilize rapid renewal online. ATV registrations as well as hunting and fishing licenses can be purchased online as well. And I've also sent in a request to inform me to try and get the town on the boat registration service. So I'm hopeful that in the near future people will be able to register the boats online if they want as well. It's rare that I have to close the town office. Since I've been here, it's happened maybe twice due to weather or training. However, I do update Google search. So if you search the Buckfield town office and it says that we're closed, that's the current, that's what it is. So I try to keep that as current as possible, minus a 10-minute lag that it takes them to approve it. So if anybody's unsure, if we don't answer the phone or whatever, I'll let you check Google. And I also posted on Facebook and posted on the doors. Residents are trying to get a hold of us and we're all assisting customers. Please leave a message. There's no reason to call 6 or 7 times in a row. It just doesn't speed up the process. It kind of slows everything down. We check the messages regularly throughout the day and we do call people back as soon as we get a spare moment to do so. I've hired an assessing assistant, Manny Craig, who started on June 24th. Manny will be working towards a certified Manny assessor certification in the coming weeks and months. While handling the multitude of data entry required to process real estate transfers and other necessary assessing functions, Ken Rogers from KRT Appraisal will serve as our assessor as far as the sign-offs and stuff. Getting us through this year's commitment until Manny has achieved the certification. Manny's going to attend the assessing school beginning of August. And see where we can go from there. I've received a lot of inquiries regarding the reval. Residents curious about the new assessments. KRT will be sending those notifications to residents in the mail shortly. I do not even have that data available to us, to be honest. In closing, I want to thank the 187 residents of Buckfield who came up to vote and passed the 24-25 budget. Community support is greatly appreciated.
Yes, Sandra.
I just have a question to educate me. The $120,000 kind of projected. Does that automatically fall off to fund balance, or are there options? I'm not suggesting that we go through everything tonight, but
So a lot of it will lapse to fund balance, some of it's tied or encumbered, such as the audit, as well as the other. There's like $24,000 left that the town had appropriated for fixing the roof. Because that was broke up into 3 installments. I made the first payment. The second payment is not due till the materials get delivered, and then the third payment's due when the job's done, so. That money will carry over. And then, not carry over, but it's encumbered for when those tasks are completed to pay those off. But, like, the excess revenue that we brought in, which was way over projected, especially with the interest, that's all gonna lapse to fund balance. So that money basically will be there to assist with the up to $300,000 that the voters approved for you to use to offset taxes this year. That answer your question.
thank you.
It's all right. Thank you, Cam. You and your staff did a great job at the election, that's for sure. Oh, yeah. Very smooth.
Yeah, and thank you for all the to all the election clerks that volunteered their time.
We thought we were gonna have to count by hand, because the machine was giving us a hard time. Yeah, we got it fixed though. Fortunately, they had somebody on call that could answer the phone. Apparently, we had the wrong password.
There were a few spikes of stress that happened. But no matter what the activity, what's going on in this building, I think that everyone is seeing what I have seen when I come into the building. Things are moving along as smoothly as you could hope. People are doing what they need to do. It's a very positive atmosphere, and well done to everyone.
All right, approval of the minutes from the June 18, 2024 select board meeting. Maybe it was just the three of us, that was.
Yes.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes from the June 18, 2024 select board.
I'll second that one.
We make any changes to that discussion now? All those in favor, Bob, aye.
Say aye.
Peter, aye. Sorry. Solid Waste Committee meeting. You can pick a date. Up here this time.
It's our parent to host. The clerk reached out to me and asked me for dates, and I told her I would ask you. But yeah, so I think last time we did 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
So that worked best for that, because I think all of that also work full-time job, and it's hard to get here for the vibe.
Yeah, we did that 6 o'clock night meeting night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still works fine for me, personally. What's the time frame that this should happen in?
I mean, I give him some time. I'd say probably. Oh, wow. This month's weird. We're gonna have 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks before we have a meeting.
Yeah.
I'd recommend probably the 6th, that's 4 weeks out. Or maybe offer 2 dates. And then I will reach out to them or reach out to the clerk, and on whatever date I'll send you that in. Who's on that? It's you for I'll send an email up to you there, so you know.
Well, essentially, the two meeting dates in August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will not be able to attend the meeting date on the 20th, assuming we keep it at
I can do the 6th. Or 13th or 27th.
I think their meeting is the opposite of ours, so the 13th and the 27th.
Okay.
Probably okay.
Yeah.
Checking 16 schedule.
Yeah. And I'd be here for the 16th, you know, so that if they're able to do it, we can at least give them 2 dates and it would be sooner than later. The 16th and the 6th.
Well, it's so for August, we have a meeting on the 6th or the 20th.
Yeah,
You mean this coming 16th?
yeah.
I mean, you can offer it to them, but yeah, if they need more time, that's totally understandable. But yeah, 16th work for me as well. How about you, Heather? Do you need the other person also?
Anything's
Anyone?
fine for me.
Yeah.
So what's our preferred date? The first meeting of August,
Yeah, the 6th.
backup date. That doesn't work for them would be
The 16th.
16.
Which would be the next meeting. Yeah.
I know I've spoken to Bill. Because I never received notification about the MWB meeting that they had, because Weldon was our rep. And he normally would get that notification, but our disposal fees have gone up $1 and they're gonna go up $1 a year for the next 5 years. And then mattresses, they're actually gonna start charging a flat fee of $25. That's something that the solid waste committee needs to discuss, because people throw a lot of mattresses out and at $25 a whack. So we're probably gonna have to start charging for this.
Yeah.
It's funny, they don't charge for couches. But mattresses for some reason, at least that's, Bill will have more information when you're there, because he's at the meeting stuff. Yeah. To go into like point and remember. I don't know what it's called. Rep.
All right. Committee reappointments.
I'll make a motion that we appoint Jennifer Wool for 1 year to the Community Events Committee. I'll second that.
Any discussion? All in favor, Bob, aye.
Azalea, I.
Heather, I.
You're on.
Sandra, I. I'll make a motion that we reappoint Terry St. Amant to 2-year terms to the Community Events Committee. I'll second that.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor, Bob, aye.
Azalea, I.
Heather, I.
You're on.
Sandra, I.
Careful. Oh. Always looking for help on committees.
Planning board needs.
That one's always full.
Yeah.
Right.
Planning board's hurting right now. We only have 2 members on it.
Same with the old church on the hill,
Mhm.
currently only has 2 members.
We're gonna run into an issue here if anybody decides to try and apply for subdivision case.
Okay, from one.
So if anybody wants to serve on the planning board, please reach out. Or the old church on the hill committee, or any of the others.
Yeah.
Beautification.
Yes.
All right. Other business. I think we may look to postpone our EMA meeting to a later date. Since we can, put out word that we are needed an EMA director. Right now, we're meeting the required, yes, Sandra,
Perhaps we should wait until the date for the solid waste
yeah,
meeting is set, and then we could set the date for that.
okay,
It's nice.
can you vote on that, what's going?
Everyone needs to make it official, but this is supposed to be right after this meeting.
So you, we do it,
So I move that we postpone the. What's the official name?
Emergency management workshop.
The emergency management workshop. To. A later date, that date to be set at. The next select board meeting.
I'll second that. Any discussion? All those in favor, Bob, aye.
Say aye, Heather, aye,
Peter, aye.
Sandra, aye.
You?
Just, do we have any specific goals for that next meeting? Just. So that we're aware of. You know,
Very wise. Getting that. It's like emergency operation plan.
right, yeah. Yeah, were you guys able to figure out that piece of technology or?
Do you have the document that needs to be? It's this. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to look at it?
Do you have that?
Okay.
So this is. Did you make notes?
Yes, well,
She had like an old binder, and the idea was to get whatever information we could into the new format that's more up to date and neater.
Okay, any. Sorry, At this juncture, I can't commit to doing it before the next meeting, but I. Think I have some ideas on how we can. So I will explore that and.
I wouldn't know what information to put into it without an EMA director.
Okay.
I think if you take the old plan that we had. Most of the information that we're gonna need is in there, to just needs to be updated into a more modern. Document template that can be held, I mean. It's like. I have an Adobe. Pro subscription here, so you can go in and manipulate PDFs and stuff, so even if we find the PDF version of a client, should be able to edit it. I get tired of creating documents.
Yeah.
But I only have the PDF. And sometimes when you transfer it over to like Word, it doesn't format right, so sometimes it's just manipulate.
I know not too many of us can work together at the same time. Just reach out to me, I can either answer it. I'm unfamiliar with whatever it is that you guys are doing, but if you guys would walk me through it, I'd be happy to help. And we could probably set up a time to chat to Vivian too.
the other business?
Did we vote on that?
You voted on.
Yeah, we're good. I brought it up. Discussion period, I'm sorry. I did it out of order.
If you have a discussion and not,
Of course.
Yes.
The building permit application has been updated with the fees, and it's been updated on the website. We're just seeing a few people coming in old ones that we had before, but everything's current now that Kingston know. That everything's changed. And we thought it's the new ordinances, but just want to let you know that it has been implemented. We've already issued building permits with the new fees, and there's been any issues.
It's good, that's true.
So does that mean we can take it off our conference items now? That would really satisfying. Yay.
Yeah.
And then there were 8.
Woo. What a rush.
Yes. And we are actively working on number 8.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
Yes, Pete.
I've been meaning to bring this up for 2 meetings. There's been a lot, I saw it with the school board thing. There's been a lot of, obviously, people coming in, asking about the budgets, explaining where the different cost centers are and how it affects our taxes. Obviously, the school board has been one of the big ticket items this year. I was going to recommend to the board, because every year they hold an annual budget meeting, which is basically a town meeting where our residents can go in and vote yes or no on the final budget that they're gonna have for the election, or the referendum vote. A lot of residents from Buckfield don't show up. That could be twofold, you know, we're in Buckfield right now, there's really, other than Judy and Charles, there's nobody here watching right now, other than Facebook. But I think from a distance standpoint, it's difficult for people from even Buckfield, Hartford, and Sumner to drive all the way over to Mexico for a meeting on 6:30. And I am urging people to possibly write letters to the school board and recommend that they look at switching it between Buckfield, or because we have a gym, and Mexico every other year, so that it gives all residents that live in the district the same opportunity logistically to get to those meetings. It was just a recommendation that I wanted to bring to you. If you think it's an okay idea, you can put together a draft letter and send it out to me, and we can review it and edit it however you feel. But I really think that people get frustrated that those meetings are so far away. And something like that, I don't think it's too much to ask to have them host it here every once in a while. But yeah, that's just my take on that whole thing. People have asked about it.
It's a great point. Anything like that, like the school board meetings themselves are held.
Yeah, every 4th meeting is a year because of the pupil count, but I think one of the arguments that was made is that Mexico has the biggest auditorium, but I mean, how many events that we had in our gym, they're more than capable of holding their meeting. So,
No harm in asking. Are people able to attend that meeting, not just watch, but attend that meeting through Zoom? Why?
it's just like open short time, you're there or not. I think this year, there was 5, maybe 6 people that were there from Buckfield. One of which was, or 2 of which was our own school board rep. And then Jerry, who's a former school board rep. But I mean, that vote, which everything got approved, which we then voted, and Buckfield rejected the budget. And so did Sumner, but obviously people count one, but I mean, that had the biggest impact on our town out of all the towns in my school district. But we didn't track that far, it just doesn't seem equitable for everybody that's involved in the district, so. I was gonna reach out to Harvard Southern and ask them the same, but we're here now, so I figured I'd ask you as well.
And then, so if we draft that letter could then be available to any community member who wanted to use that letter as a template for themselves. Would it be sent electronically?
I don't see why.
Okay.
So, But I think the more people that ask for it, the more they'll take it into consideration.
I also think not in the immediate future, at least I don't have the time in the immediate future, but to look at how it came to be that the disparity with costs and taxes and towns, and I know it's a state formula. But it would appear to me that there may be some flaws, and I'm wondering if there are other towns in that same situation and who politically can help understand how that came to be and perhaps how it can be adjusted.
Yes, Judy?
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
I just want two questions. One, is the meeting in Mexico or Rumford?
Sorry, I always say Mexico, I don't, it's Rumford, right?
Rumford is a lot further, just so everyone knows. Okay. The other thing is, Sandra, this has been decided a long time ago when we did we redid the schools. And we are 75% based on valuation and 25%, 75% on school population and 25% on valuation. I think it's the other way around. Sorry about that. But it's a 25% thing. What has happened is our school population has gone down, our valuations have gone up. It works that way with all different RSUs apportion it. I think we were like 90% and 10%, and we changed it to 75%, 25%. I'm afraid it's a lost cause at this point. Thank you.
Thanks for the information, Judy. I just want to clarify, the meeting will be held at Mountain Valley High School.
Which is Rumford.
Yep. Sorry for the confusion.
So
Please.
I'll draft
Or
something.
that was a draft. Thank you.
Absolutely. Give me your insight, your input.
And maybe if anyone's planning on going in person, they can reach out to their fellow community members and organize like a little carpool situation.
So date,
So this, the reason I'm bringing it up now is because it happened this year already. So our next
that's
one,
what I thought.
our next one will be. So June, it'll be in May of 2025, which also happens to be in the midst of all the sports seasons too. So, all the parents are taking their kids to games and stuff, but it was kind of an afterthought after it was held this year. And that's.
Then your carpooling way ahead of time.
Got plenty of time to plan it.
Any other business? Yeah. Public comment?
Oh.
Yes, Judy?
Oh, I wanted to thank Azalea very much for putting out that flyer on the old church. I gather there hasn't been too much response since.
No,
Pardon.
yeah, after the meeting, I'm gonna send Cameron the PDF so he can post it on our website as well. But yeah, I haven't solicited too many responses.
I have another. Actually, my daughter Liz had a request. She said, "Why don't we make up a nice big poster, very attractive, and put it on the grounds of the church, so
Yeah.
that people driving by could see it?
Okay, yeah.
That might actually bring more. Bring greater attention."
Mm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other business or public comment? No? All right, so I'll make a motion that we adjourn at 7:01 PM.
I'll second.
Thank you. All those in favor, Bob, aye.
Azalea, aye. Heather, aye.
Peter, aye.
Sandra, I.
Thank you, everybody.